mentioned, the former president's campaign said the position is that, should be up to the states. Does he think, he clearly thought he could kind of leave it at that yesterday, avoid maybe taking a position on near total bans like Arizona's that does not include exceptions for rape and incest.
Yeah, Anderson, I think that he and his aides thought that he was going to have more than a day of buying time with that statement yesterday, a statement that was not clarifying. It was saying that it should, or will be left up to the states. He didn't address where he is on a federal ban or if he would sign a federal ban if such a thing were to pass, however steep the odds are in Washington if he were president. And so now he's going to have to address this ban. The argument from Democrats and the Biden campaign is, by saying that it's up to all states to pick what they want to do, Trump has endorsed all bans. And this news out of Arizona is really going to test that. As far as I know, he has not commented yet. There are a lot of people eagerly waiting to hear what he has to say.
Frank, how do you think this plays out in terms of politics?
It's the worst issue for the Republicans right now. They have a double-digit lead on inflation, a double-digit lead on immigration. If they're talking about abortion, Democrats have a 15 to 20% advantage. So for Trump, talking about this, engaging in any of the details is a negative. Same thing for the Republicans. And if you notice the governor, and I pay attention to words, and she talked extreme. She must have said it half a dozen times. That's going to be the narrative over the next 7 months, that this is an extreme position, which it is. But they're trying to use abortion as a way to communicate the Republican Party as being outside the mainstream. It's a good Democratic issue.
And that messaging, that language, do you think that's effective for Democrats?
It's effective for Democrats. It's less effective for independents. But in the end, the independents and swing voters, they're looking for economic issues. They're looking for quality of life issues. Young women, this is the number one issue. For young women, their right to choose trumps sorry for the language. It trumps every other issue. So in terms of get out the vote, in terms of winning in these close states, abortion could do for the Democrats exactly what it did in 2022. Republicans were expecting a 20-seat, 25-seat gain. They didn't get it because young women voted on abortion back then, and they're going to do the same now.
Maggie, the former president has reportedly told allies in the past that he believes abortion is a, quote, political loser. To Frank's point, if Republicans are talking about it, they're losing. Do you have a sense of how worried they are tonight about Arizona?
This is something that is certainly on their minds about how to deal with it. I will note that the one out that Trump may take is that he stressed in his video, and he has said this in private discussions with people and public commentary, his focus on exceptions in terms of rape, incest, and life of the mother. And this this new law would have no exceptions, and that might be an off-ramp that he takes. But regardless, yes, Trump said, and we at the Times broke this, that Trump was saying to people when the likely Dobbs decision was impending that this was going to be bad for Republicans. He has recognized that the politics of this are bad for Republicans. He has also then gone out and said that he proudly helped overturn Roe v. Wade. And so it's a little hard to have it both ways, but he is trying to have it all ways, and he often does. He tries to leave all options open and avoid being pinned down. This is on a significant issue that a lot of women are very, very animated by, and looking as if you are trying to avoid saying anything, I don't think is going to be a sustainable position for him.
Frank, how does the Trump campaign avoid talking about this issue?
By going back to the border, by going back to prices, and he's good at that. The public is deeply concerned about affordability, and I'm not ducking your question. I'm actually emphasizing affordability matters to every family. Immigration, because of the results of what's happened at the border, matters to everyone. Abortion is a hardcore issue for younger women, a little bit less so for younger men. And the older that you get, it's still important, but it's not a voter-driven issue, whereas these other ones are.
And Maggie, if Trump is elected in November, do you think he would change his position to support a federal abortion ban? I guess of course, he's certainly open to changing his position on a lot of things.
Right, Anderson. I think that's the point, and I think that's what you will hear Democrats say and point to a lot. That Trump has been in several different places on abortion. He does have credibility with evangelicals because of what he did in terms of appointing conservative justices to the Supreme Court and throughout the federal courts. Those justices in the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade. That was something Trump said in 2016 he was going to do. That did happen. And so Trump believes that he has enough credibility to not really take a stand here. But Trump has historically reverted on the issue to turning the issue over to conservative activists who are against abortion. And so I don't think anyone should assume that they have any idea what he would do on this as president.
He also, you had evangelicals, you have former Vice President Pence coming out saying this was a slap in the face yesterday when he said that. Do you think that actually matters at this stage to the Trump campaign? I mean, is that where are they going to go if they don't vote for Trump?
He's got the evangelical, no matter what happens in his life, he's proven that evangelicals will stand behind him. No matter what happens in his life, he's proven that economic conservatives can trust him on economic issues, social conservatives. But in the end, it's that center. It's the 5% who haven't made up their minds. They tend to be younger rather than older. They tend to be a little less educated, a little less likely to follow the news. And for these people, an issue like abortion matters a little bit more than the population overall. That's what I'm focused on. Right. Undecided voters, and this is going to play big time among younger women.
Frank Luntz, thanks so much. Maggie Haberman as well.